Hello, welcome in. Episode number 40 of Dirty Water. I'm Hogdale. I'm joined, as always, Crown Prince of Troll and Cutter is King. Cutter, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Well, about as good as you could do when you looked like how you did today against the Yankees.
I mean, yeah, it's just one of those. You watch that game, and I was mentioning this before we actually started recording. It's not just that, like, yeah, you split the series, whatever, you lost. That's annoying. What sucks is, like, they lost in the way they always lose. So there's nothing extra to talk about with that. Like, yeah, you scored one fucking run and you lost, like, late in the game, like in the eighth. Like, the outrage going around is, you should have let Ranger get the last two outs in the seventh. That doesn't change the eighth inning. Slayton would still come out. They always go to Slayton there, and he always would have blown the game there. So, like, even like any argument, it sounds dumb, and we're just kind of sitting here left with the fact of a shitty team, and there's so many fucking games left.
Yeah, we learned absolutely nothing. We already knew the team sucked, and they just confirmed it for about I don't even know how many losses do they have now.
So many. It's like, yeah,
I lost count. I don't know.
It's like, the bullpen's shaking without Whitlock. Yeah, shocker. I had no idea, an inkling that could ever possibly be an issue. Like, Contreras was the only offense. Yeah, it must be a fucking day that ends in Y, dude. Obviously. Like, if you're going to draw, like, if you, like, the average Red Sox loss in 2026, like, yeah, you'd be describing their loss to the Yankees. And, like, I don't know, the only you didn't get swept by them, like, last time. Although, for the case of, like, the long-term health of this team, maybe you wanted the sweep, because maybe that would have gotten Breslow fired, too.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was talking about it this weekend. Breslow getting fired.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz about that. There's a lot of buzz about that. And I don't know, like, obviously, like, we talked about the hit pieces last week and shit, like, he needs an interpreter. He needs, like, an English-to-English interpreter because he doesn't know how to fucking talk like a regular human being, which is funny because people were like, they saw that article and they're like, what? That's crazy. Like, dude, I've been screaming this from the fucking rooftops since the Devers trade. That was the entire crux of Rafael Devers, the entire situation, is that Breslow is incapable of sitting down with another grown adult man and conveying the message of what he's trying to do. It's really fucking bleak when you think about it.
Yeah, didn't he have... There was a quote that came out, I think it was Friday, where he was asked about Theo's quotes about him.
Yes. And I think he said something like the effect of, like, oh, he would just call me. Like, I'm not worried about those because, like, if you have real criticism, he'd just call me.
I mean, this guy just has the awareness of, like, a fish, like a hammerhead shark. Like, he can't see anything right in front of him.
Yeah, the only kind of shark Craig Breslow is if you've ever seen that meme where it's like a diver in the ocean and a shark, like, swims near him and he just rotates the shark and it just says, get rotated, idiot. Like, that's Craig Breslow. Get fucking rotated, you absolute bozo. There's no threat here. He's not, the only person he's threatening is the Red Sox fan base, is the sanity of all Red Sox fans. I will say, no hate to Joe LaSorsa, but that was the funniest thing ever. The first pitch of his Red Sox career is a fucking, like, 440-foot bomb to right center. And it's just like, yeah, man, what a great Craig Breslow trade acquisition. Just phenomenal. What a guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just uninspiring. I hate baseball. Can't wait for the lockout.
It's a shit sport, dude. Who watches this shit, dude? Me? I don't. Like, there's no video evidence of me watching the sport. Not even.
Mark said in the chat, only 99 more to go.
Fuck. Dude, that's a lot. That's so many games.
I feel like I've watched like 3 seasons this year.
Dude, literally, and there's no reason to think it's going to get better. Roman, for all intents and purposes, is dead. I have no idea when the fuck he's coming about. Same with Crochet. It's the same deal. Your 2 best players might as well be on fucking, an island. Not that one, but a different island.
Scooble damn near got his elbow reconstructed, and he made his first rehab start today.
I hate
And
this medical
Crochet,
staff, dude.
I was told Crochet was just a precautionary IL stint, and he's been out for 18 months.
It's so bad. It's so atrociously bad. Like, you look at the pair of games presented to us, and they won game one in the way that they have been winning recently on the road. And then in game two, like I said before, they lost how they usually lose. And it's like, what have we learned? Usually, like, the idea of, like, when you do a episode after every series is information is revealed to you as the season goes on. You know, you pick up the nuances, you learn new things. The only, like, newish takeaway I got is, like, after they practiced ABS one time, I think they were better with ABS, even if they still had a couple annoying moments.
There were a lot of pitches in, like, the first and second inning today, too.
Oh,
where
yeah.
they could have easily challenged them. And you could see they were still gun shy, but they do look better with ABS, I guess.
Because, like, instead of getting 0 to 1 right per game, like, they got, like, 3 right today, and they got 3 right the day before that.
Mm-hmm.
Baby steps. It's insane how a team can be so gun shy, how mentally traumatized they could be after, like, one bad ABS game early in the year.
Yeah.
My God.
And, like, the ones that they got right today, there were some egregious ones. There was that one, that Durbin.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 3 inches off the plate.
No, that umpire is a fucking, like, that guy was a clown. That guy was an absolute fucking ass clown. He had no idea where the strike zone was. He was calling, like, pitches 3 feet above the zone, 3 feet outside. Like, if you took a look at, like, what his strike zone looked like overlaid, it would be, like, the most mongoloid, deformed fucking box you've ever seen. I will say,
yeah.
You know, the Red Sox are going bad when I looked at the lineup and I'm like, man, they miss IKF. It's not an exaggeration. And, like, Siegler was actually pretty good. I like Siegler today.
Yeah, he had that double.
Drew Walk got a double. And it's like, yeah, this is a guy. He's here. This guy's going to carry us to the fucking promised land, kid. Gasper was good. I mean, Contreras was the only guy who was actually doing anything in terms of scoring runs.
It was weird, too. They were putting together, like, very solid at-bats against Cam Schlittler. But they just couldn't get a hit. Were.
That's true.
Like, Meyer had that 10-pitch at-bat and then just rolls over to second base.
It was very frustrating, especially because, like, Cam Schlittler's MO is pretty easy. He's like, I'm just going to throw fastballs high. Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw them up in the zone and outside the zone. And for some reason, like, Red Sox players, even if a fastball is 80 feet above the zone, they are swinging. Make no mistake. A fucking swing is coming. Like, it's not complicated. It's worked for him and good for him because obviously a lot of guys, their fastball isn't good enough to just throw in the zone a billion times and never get punished. It's one of those things, though, where I'm sitting here like, man, if we had, like, real hitters in this lineup, we had, like, Roman Anthony or, like, God forbid, Rafael Devers last year. It's like they cooked this fucking guy, but no. And so you look at it's so bad when you look at the lineup, and 5 through 9 is just a who's who of what the fuck, dude. It's just black hole after black hole.
And it was hilarious. Like, Yankee fans were complaining in game one. They're like, oh, Paul Goldschmidt's hitting third against the righty. Our lineup's cooked. Like, dude, please just look at our lineup. Like, Jared Duran has been our leadoff hitter for months now.
Like, it literally. Like, that's the thing. With the Yankees, like, I think where they'll fall short against the Dodgers or whoever if they make it out of the American League is their 7, 8, 9 is genuinely a black hole. But, like, that's a much better position to be in than the Red Sox, where your 5 through 9 is a black hole.
Yeah.
And
then even your 1 through 5, or your 1 through 4, I guess, like, some of the streakiest hitters you'll ever see. Where it's like Willier, he'll go on like a 2-week stretch where you think he's the best hitter in the MLB, and then he'll just go over in his next 20 at bats. But
yeah, for sure. Like, other than Wilson Contreras, Cedar Rafael is like the most consistent bat on the Red Sox.
Yeah,
like you're in trouble, dude. You're in real fucking trouble when that is. And like Cedar, I've been very impressed, like, with the plate appearances he's been putting together this year. Mm-hmm. The contact he's been making, all of that. Like, I'm impressed. I'm happy with him. But, like, he cannot be the second most consistent hitter on the team, dude. He's on a great team. He's a 7 hitter at best.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just like There's no positive outlook to this season whatsoever. Like, there's nothing you can look at and be like, oh, that's good, other than Tolley.
It's just Tolley. Tolley is literally the beacon of light shining in the darkness, where he's just unironically amazing, and there's nothing to be sad about. And also, he has like the best personality ever.
Mm-hmm.
God, his Savant page makes me fucking horny. I'm looking at it right now. I swapped over from Willier. Shout out to Willier, by the way. His Savant page is actually better than last year's.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, just basically across the board. He's just a straight up good player.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. He's not a great player, though. And you kind of need those to win and to score consistently. I've said pretty consistent. Like, Willier Abreu on a good team is like a 5-hole hitter. Like, he's your
perfect.
Like, that's a guy where you sought him there. He's good for 20 to 30 homers. Hopefully get a whole bunch of RBI. But you don't, on a night in, night out basis, you're not asking him specifically to carry the offense. Like, he does not have the talent to do that.
Right. Maybe there'll be one game where he hits a couple homers, but can't be relying on that.
No, like, he's not a guy like where you game plan around. Wilson Contreras has been amazing this year, and he's not a guy I'd say you should be building your game plan around. He's I do think he's a good cleanup hitter. Like, I don't mind him in a cleanup spot, but like, he's not your 1, 2, or 3 hitter. Like, he's not like that actual bona fide superstar, that you had in the past, like a Mookie Betts or like a JD Martinez, in terms of a caliber bat, Manny, David Ortiz. And like, no, man, I like him. I like him a lot. I don't think they should trade him. I think they should hold on to him. You have under control for 2 more years. I think he's part of the solution. He's not a part of the problem. I
was just saying to my brother the other day, could you imagine if he was on the team last year? Like, and we didn't have to
He's exactly what they needed.
Abraham
last
Toro
year.
And
dude, he would have been perfect. Like, that's a guy that we were screaming for. Abe Toro.
Yeah.
Fucking who else did we bring in there?
Zavala? That was the catcher, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was Garrett Cooper the year before that, or we tried it last year?
Yeah, him and Dom Smith were the year before.
Nate Lowe was last year.
Yeah, and then Romy was playing a lot at first.
And he was actually good. Romy's fucking missed. He's missed dearly. Yeah. I mean, we took him for granted because he's really good, man. Like, he legitimately was making himself the heir apparent to Rob Refsnyder while Rob was still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Just a guy where rock solid defensively in multiple spots. He can play some at third. He can play a little short. He can play first. He can play second. And he just mashes lefties. And he had gotten to the point where he wasn't even bad against righties. He was serviceable.
Yeah. And he was really good
athletic. Defender. Very good defender. He could run the bases. That's just a winning caliber player. That's a guy like he's missed dearly. And I don't know if he's going to play this fucking year. Like, he might be dead as far as we're concerned.
They mentioned him on the broadcast today. I didn't really hear what Jemai was saying about him, though.
It's like, he died. This is your boy Cheeks. Romy Gonzalez is fucking dead. Stop asking about him. I love him, man. I do. I love Romy. I miss him. I mean, you just look at this lineup, and I remember last year, it was the first time in a while where I'm like, man, like, we've really reduced the number of black holes on the team to like 1 or 2. And we're right back up to like, half the fucking lineup being unplayable garbage.
Yeah, I mean, the whole team was dismantled in like 2 years. The whole core of this team, everything that we were looking for, the big 3, like, everything's just a mess. There's no, I don't even see the answer to anything.
No, because like, if Roman comes back and he plays up to his standard, that's awesome. But there's still 3 or 4 spots in your lineup where you're getting nothing. And like, that's not enough to win consistently. Like, it can't just be on 1 or 2 guys. Like, Roman performs consistently and Contreras performs consistently. And then like, you hope to God that, you get a hot week from Willier, or Duran is somewhere in between godlike and completely useless. And he can't do that. Like, Duran, it's one or the other. He's the opposite of like a steady Eddie. You can't rely on what you're getting from him on a day in, day out basis. And it was hilarious hearing his name's coming up in trade talks again. And the report immediately came out like, oh yeah, the Red Sox are still like asking for way, way too much.
They view him as a 7-WAR player.
He's not. It's like,
he had a lucky year.
That's the thing, man. Like Like a Jaron Duran of like a fucking 8-WAR season. That was awesome. There's no way he ever does that again. That was an aberration. No. Where this is a guy like, yeah, she's good. He's good for probably at least 4-WAR a year, bare minimum. But like, there's like, that's a chasm of difference of valuation between a 4-WAR player and a 7-WAR player. That's the difference between a good everyday starter and an MVP.
Yeah.
It's just not it. I'm happy he's playing better defense this year. I really am. But I don't know, dude. Like him and leadoff every day. He doesn't really inspire confidence. He was great in May. Nothing
pisses me off more than him squaring up for a bunt. Like, and it's like so the 7th inning. Like, why are you squaring up for a bunt? I get it. It helps you see the pitch. It's the 7th inning. If you can't read a ball by now, what are we doing?
Dude, literally. Shout out to bro in chat who said, fire the man. Oh, you meant the GM? Yeah, fire Broswell. You can't, like, we can get into this conversation for sure. Like, because there's rumblings going around, and take it with a grain of salt because it's Bob Nightingale doing the reporting. But there's reports going around the Red Sox are, maybe sniffing around training Aroldis Chapman. And I need to put out there, Breslow cannot be allowed to sell the assets on this team. I'm sorry. Like, he promised ownership or whatever, this is a winning team. It's an abject failure then if you're going to sell. And I'm not even saying selling is the wrong move. Selling could very much be the correct move. But Breslow's a horrible deadline GM. He's made how many good deadline moves in his entire career for the Red Sox to this point? One? It's like the Steven Matz deal, and that's it.
Yeah, I tweeted today. I'm trying to find it. I said the sad part is whatever we get back for him will inevitably get flipped to the Brewers, where he'll put up a .54 ERA after never even sniffing AAA with us.
Dude, literally. This is the brain trust that got you Dustin May for James Tibbs. Or, whoever the fuck we gave up for Danny Jansen. Like, Danny Jansen was our solution to a right-handed bat. Where, like, they needed a real bona fide hitter to supplement that team. He's like, yep, Danny Jansen, buddy, here you fucking go. Lucas Sims for the bullpen. Who the fuck? Like,
Luis Garcia, was that the other one?
Luis Garcia, I think, yeah, like the Angel guy who sucked turbo dick. Terrible. Like, this guy's deadline record is so bad. And you go look at his overall trade record, and like, yeah, he's got some good ones. Sonny Gray trade's good. Contreras trade is good. Crochet trade is great. How about, like, I don't know, man. How many fireable moves has Craig Breslow made? Like, I'd say 3. I think 3. There's, first and foremost, Vaughn Grissom for Chris Sale. That's a fireable move. Absolutely a fireable
But when we
move.
say fireable, these are like, you should never be able to be around the game of baseball again. Not just fireable. These are like,
yes,
your name should be blackballed from the league.
Yeah, you should be blacklisted. Like, you're a terrorist on an international stage. You should not be allowed a platform to speak. But yeah, like, and the thing is, because people say that's revisionist history for Vaughn Grissom for Chris Sale. You know who still believed in Chris Sale, who thought he was going to get back to his old form? The guy that you fired for fucking Craig Breslow, Hein Bloom. He didn't trade Sale at the deadline because he thought that was still in him. And the guy who replaced him traded him for Vaughn fucking Grissom, who's now an Angel. That's a fireable offense.
Vaughn Grissom at the time already like failed at the MLB level.
Yes.
He was already up in the MLB and they sent him down multiple times.
The Braves had no interest in him.
Yeah.
0.
Orlando Arcia was getting starting playtime over him.
Yeah. Like fucking, and I don't know, like I saw people like fawning about Vaughn Grissom. I haven't heard anything since then, so I'm going to assume that he went back to being garbage.
Decent numbers.
735 OPS. Yeah, fucking cool. What, as a below average defender? Let's see. Vaughn Grissom, baseball savant. Give me a savant page. Because one thing that's like, well, he's an okay hitter and like he doesn't play very good defense. I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound like a good prospect.
No.
His savant page offensively is pretty good to this point. He's getting unlucky a little bit. But yeah, -2 outs above average as a second baseman. Like nothing that you feel crazy about. Especially not for Chris Sale, who went on to revive his career, win his first Cy Young in his late 30s. I don't know, man. Like fucking the guy before Breslow said that Sale could be redeemed, and Bloom was proven correct. And then obviously fireable offense number 2 is the entire Rafael Devers saga. Like obviously letting the relationship break down like that. And then the trade. And then fireable offense number 3 is the main piece you got in that trade, who theoretically you got because you saw a superstar potential of some kind. You traded him to the Brewers for Caleb Durbin, and now that guy might win a Cy Young.
Dustin May, too. We didn't even mention.
And then, because that's not a fireable, because like, what I'm talking about fireable offense is, you know, you're trading away foundational pieces of the team. Like these could be foundational pieces. You are actively sewering your team's chances by making these moves. Like, we don't know what James Tibbs is going to be yet. James Tibbs could suck ass. But even if he does suck ass, trading him for Dustin May is a fucking horrible idea. And there was no hindsight with that one. Zero. Everyone who saw that's like, wow, that's really stupid. Dustin May is fucking garbage. Why would you trade anything for him? Let alone James Tibbs, who you had just gotten in the Raffy trade.
And I think even letting Bregman walk.
That's also, yeah, you're not right. Yeah. You know what? Fireable offense number 4. You cooked. You cooked. It's a good take. Because how do you let Bregman walk, dude? I don't know. Maybe Roman doesn't press so hard early in the season if Bregman's still here.
Yeah. And one of your fireable offenses happened because you were banking on re-signing Bregman.
Yeah, they're like, he has no other suitor. Yeah. And you were wrong. You misread the market because you're bad at your job. And the Cubs swooped in and got him. Now, like, he hasn't exactly been lighting the world on fire for the Cubs, but Bregman has way more value to the Red Sox than he ever did to the Cubs, specifically because of the mentorship that he was program that he was playing for the young players. Like, all your entire young core adore this guy, adore him, and you let him walk for fucking nothing. And I like Ranger Suarez, but he doesn't add anything that this team didn't already have. You could have gotten no other pitcher and just gone opening day with Early and Tolley and would have been completely fine.
Yeah.
It's bad. Should have got more for Sale, but at the same time, AL East was eating him up. The NL gave him new life. The NL East is not a cakewalk division. We're not going to do that. And like, there's a lot of other divisions where he could have gotten sent to where it's like, oh, he's feasting on a cupcake division. Like if he went to the AL Central, fine. You got me. The NL East is not like the Phillies. Yeah, like the easy place to play with the Phillies and the Mets, who were in flux but could still hit. Marlins are obviously fucking garbage. But the Nationals, they can hit. Like, even if they're terrible, they can hit. James Wood and C.J. Abrams are both studs.
They have one of the best offenses in the league so far.
Yeah, and like also, just the National League in general has been better than the American League for a couple years now.
Yeah. And this year, by far.
Oh, by a lot. This American League is fucking garbage, bro. How many games out are we from a wild card? That's what I want to know. I'm shocked
it's probably still 2.5.
Surely. 4. We're down to 4, guys. That's still with how bad this Red Sox team is, that's embarrassing. They're 9 games below 500, dude. We're 1.5 games better than the Angels.
That's why when people were making mock trades for Zach Neto, I'm like, what gives us the right to even say that?
Oh, sorry, I misread the wrong one. The Angels are a little lower than that. Sorry, 4 games separating us and the Angels, which is still too close.
And that's how far we are from the wild card.
Yeah, because that's the absolute worst team in the American League. Dude, it's not it. This is so bad. Like right now, the team in the last wild card spot is the Rangers, and they're a game below 500. You suck. You fucking suck so bad.
Yeah, and the Mariners are only 2 games ahead, and they're winning that division.
Yeah, 32 and 34. Dude, you're bad. You're horrible. You're horrible. The AL East is the best of the bunch in that they have 2 teams with a winning record. And then past that, it's like the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, it's the blowjob brigade, the Orioles, 4 games below 500, who are a game and a half out of a wild card spot. It's so bad. It is so cartoonishly bad. This is like maybe the worst American league of my entire life. I don't know if I've ever seen this league this bad. And last year's league sucked ass too.
It reminds me of, there was a couple of years ago where the NL started off really slow. And like the Pirates and Cardinals were like the two best teams. But then by the end of it, it ended up being, I think it was 2024. By the end of it, the NL was better than the AL. But there's no, it's just all mediocrity.
Yeah, whole bunch of mid. I do think it's funny. It is funny, like during the game, like for Fox. Imagine how much of an asshole you have to feel like. You're all set up. That camera crew probably spent hours like laying the audio and shit. And it's like, no game, guys. Go home. Fuck you. Dude, David Ortiz in the building and everything. Ready to be in the booth to call the game. It's like, well shit, Poppy. I guess we're getting the fuck out of here, pal.
Yeah, come back in August.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so scared to even think about what this team's record will be in August.
Ugh.
I mean, especially like post-deadline, post-sell. Like right now, if they completely cleaned out the bullpen, I would completely understand. If you traded Slayton, Whitlock, and Chapman, I think that's completely valid. And you should be able to get a king's ransom, dude. Especially for Chapman.
I just don't even trust Craig to do it, though.
No, that's why I say you should fire Craig. Let Eddie Rivera run the deadline, dude. Like Craig's so bad at these fucking deadlines. He cannot be allowed to make the team further into his image. You saw what happened this offseason when that happened.
And you look, there was just a report, I think it was last night or earlier today, about Ketel Marte still being unhappy in Arizona. And it's like, so bad, man. Look what could have been.
Dude, like, yeah, and obviously it would have hurt. It could cost you Meyer and Early, and Early is what held the deal up. The Red Sox don't want to move Early.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, I get it, because Early's really fucking good. The guy's an absolute stud. Well, you had just brought in Ranger Suarez. Like, when you bring in a guy like Ranger, does it not give you the flexibility to go move one of those young guys? Like, and Early would be the guy. Totally never. I'm not moving. You couldn't fucking pry him away from me with a crowbar, dude. He's a Red Sox for life. That guy is an ace. I mean, I thought he was going to be an ace the first time we ever saw him in his debut against Skeens. I'm like, this guy has ace written all over him. And he hadn't even figured out how to throw multiple different types of fastballs yet. He had a fastball, a terrible curveball, and a fucking slider, and that was it.
No, yeah. I just don't understand.
You need star power. You need superstar talent. Ketel Marte is that guy. He's so good. He's like, and because he's been a Diamondback for a while, people just kind of perennially underrate him. He's just been the easily best second baseman in the league for a fucking half decade at this point. Last year, 4.5 WAR player. The year before that, almost nearly a 7 WAR player. Year before that, 5 WAR player. And this year, he's getting diabolically unlucky in terms of his offensive metrics. Under the hood, he's one of the best hitters in the sport. And defensively, he's 3 outs above average. Yeah, his xWOBA is 86th percentile. His batting run value is 55th. He's getting 30 points unlucky. Like, that guy at Fenway Park, dude, he'd be a monster.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't do that. That'd be a good move. Craig doesn't do that.
Chapman for Ketel Marte.
Imagine. Yeah, like, it'd be the most confusing move ever. It's like, because obviously you got to think, like, if the Diamondbacks were going to sell Marte, they'd want a young infielder that is relatively close to making the big leagues. They'd probably ask for Franklin Arias at this point.
Yeah.
They'd be like, we'll do Marte for Arias and then something else, which, by the way, it would... Arias plus Early, you'd be go fuck yourself. Absolutely not.
Yeah, at this point.
At this point, Arias is like the top 5, consensus top 5 prospect in the sport.
Especially with where you are as a team. Like, you're not going to win now if you trade for Marte.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. And we're sitting around, and obviously time is the Red Sox friend in certain regards, in that if they just hold on to Arias and he ends up being a stud, it makes up for the fact, like, if Meyer is disappointing, then who cares? So you got this whole other different guy who's also rock solid defender, but this guy actually looks like he can hit a little bit. he's hitting in the minors in a way that Meyer just never did.
Yeah. Which, I got to say, it's still early, but kind of tired of seeing Meyer.
I get what you mean. He hasn't figured it out offensively. He's lost out there.
Which, if it was a good team, I probably wouldn't really mind it if he was like the 9-hitter, whatever. Which he's the 9-hitter on this team, and he's still noticeable.
Yeah, it's one of those things though where it's like, do we want to keep running Meyer out there and see if he figures out with a bat as a young guy, or do you want to go see Nate Eaton? Where it's like, there's guys on this team I think I would still rather see Nate Eaton than, but Meyer's young enough where it's like, I'm gonna keep throwing you out there until it's like obvious that like you don't have it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Nate Eaton over a couple of these guys on this roster, though. I'm not gonna lie. He brings something. He brings some dynamism with his base running, and he's not a horrible defender. It's just that he's a low IQ baseball player. He'll just do a very dumb thing every now and then. But I feel like we can supplement that now. This team's the best defense in the league. It's one of the best pitching staffs in the league. Best in terms of bullpen ERA, they're like top 3.
Number 1,
and yet
probably
they're
not
bad.
Anymore, but
yeah. It's insane that they're this bad, like with all those really positive things being completely true.
Oh, another report that came out. They said they're shopping your boy Wong.
That's crazy to me. First off, who wants Connor Wong?
You don't want a 30-year-old catcher?
Dude. Like, I mean, dude, if someone wants to give up a real asset for Connor Wong, brother, go ahead. Like, fine. The only positive aspects to Connor Wong's game to this point is for a catcher, he's pretty fast. And in terms of his numbers that are not under the hood, like just his batting average and everything, his actual results, he's been league average to this point. Now, I'm sure if I look at his under the hood numbers, I could tell you he's benefiting from being a right-hander who hits majority at Fenway Park. And yeah, his under the hood numbers are fucking garbage. Better than last year. Last year, they were among the worst that any human being has ever put forward. But this year, like his xWOBA is like 23rd percentile or some shit. He's not good at any aspect of defensive catching. 42nd percentile blocks above average. 36th percentile caught stealing above average. 19th percentile framing. Cool.
I just saw from Gordo. He said that Slayton has 11 of his 13 appearances this year were scoreless, and he has a 6.17 ERA.
Yep. Because the 2 were blow-ups, which is unfortunate. It also shows, like, it's why, like, reliever, you can't trust reliever ERA. Unless it's, like, unless it's, like, sub 1. Then you're like, oh, this guy's amazing. You know? Obviously, like you can see when it's super, super good, or if it's super shit, like a guy has like a fucking 12 reliever ERA. Other than that, like it's not the most reliable thing ever. Shout out to Data Wizard in the chat who said, "Is James Wood available?" I mean, Paul Taboni runs the Nationals now, so they're run by people who aren't stupid. So I'm gonna say no. In previous years, maybe. I don't know, man. It's bad. It's a bad situation. There's still so many fucking games left, like we said. 99 to go. Looking at today in terms of like things to extrapolate, I guess. I like Tehran Guerrero. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. He
through 103.
That's why when Ranger came out, he didn't want to come out, but I mean, he shut it down. Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero's great. By the way, his under the hood numbers are phenomenal as well. He's
and how old is he? He's like 38, right?
He's 35.
Yeah.
So he's an unk, but like that guy might be the replacement for Chapman once you trade him. Like that guy might be a real closer contender. And fuck it, why not, man? He's pumping 103. Guy's an absolute baller. But yeah, Joe LaSorsa, like that was hilarious. Like first pitch as a member of the Boston Red Sox, fucking moon bomb. Just a perfect testament to Craig Breslow and everything he represents. Thought that was hilarious. Dude, shout out to Anthony Volpe in game 1. That was the worst plate appearance I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was actually hilarious.
Chapman wasn't even throwing full bore. He was throwing like 95 to 97. And Volpe just watches like 3 fastballs. One of them was on the edge, but was still obviously a strike. And then the other 2 were right down the middle. I'm like, this is
He
such
wanted
a funny
absolutely
baseball player.
nothing to do with that at bat.
He's like, I'm good, man.
And shout out to Austin Wells, too. He is the worst baseball player. He's worse than Volpe right now. He's worse than Durbin. Like, if you look at him and Durbin's numbers, like, Durbin has like a 30-point gap on him in OPS.
Didn't Austin Wells hit like 20 home runs one year?
His rookie year, he had like 2 outlier months, and they thought he was the next Jorge Posada.
Well, there's one thing that he's incredible at, and that's framing. He's a great framer. Like, other than that.
I mean, you kind of lose your value now.
100%. Yeah, obviously because of ABS. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like, I'm looking at Wells' Savant page, and the drop-off in terms of ex-WOBA is fucking crazy. It's like he forgot how to see the baseball. This year, he's back to walking his normal amount. Like, last year, he literally cut his walk rate in half. Like, it was like 11%, and then it went down to 6. 6.7 even. 6.7. Wow. Interesting. That's
then they put him on the IL.
Yeah. So
that's the biggest fan of my IL for headaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Migraines. Hey, man, migraines are no joke. You know what's funny is after one of the games here recently, because I had like a clip that was going like kind of crazy online, and like someone was like, "This is mental illness. This person is not well." I'm like, dude, like it really is not that serious, Chief. It's just the night before I couldn't sleep because I had this horrible fucking headache. So I was just in a bad mood, and I go into the game, and it's just like the Red Sox. It's just a fucking 2-for-1 wombo combo, beating my ass. It's like, oh no, man, you never had a bad sleep before. You never had like a bit of, anger, a little irritation before. It's like this mental illness. Give me a fucking break, dog. Give me a break.
I mean, I'd claim I had cervical headaches too if I had a 533 OPS.
Cervical headaches is crazy.
That's what he got reported as.
Oh, that actually was reported as? I thought you made that up because like the cervix is in the fucking vagina. Shout out women. Big women people over here. Let me see what else we got here. Like I said earlier, Gasper's been fine. I like him for the most part. I mean, like Gasper playing better is why Wong is expendable to them. Where it's like, oh, thank God. Like now we can jettison Connor Wong to fucking Mars. And thank God for it. He's so bad. I did think in game 1, I liked Sonny Gray. I thought he pitched through a lot of adversity. Like he really didn't have a lot of strikeout stuff, but he still went 6 1/3, even though he gave up 3. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, which really showed how bad that Yankees lineup is without Judge.
Yeah, it's like I said, like it's past like the 6th hole basically is a black hole. Like you got. By the way, I'm annoyed that I can't make fun of Spencer Jones more because like he went 3 for 3 off of Sonny Gray. What the fuck? And then they pinch hit him, which is the funniest thing ever. Like this guy's on a heater. Get him out. I do appreciate that he struck out on that Teheran Guerrero 103 right down the middle. That shit was fire. Like Spencer Jones doing what he does best, strike out 80,000% of the time.
His helmet fell off.
I love when that happens. It just makes him look like a big old bozo. But yeah, I mean, game 1, it was good. It was a good Sox win. Like the Danny Coulomb came in and didn't completely diarrhea himself to death, which is awesome. Slayton looked awesome, which is so annoying to think about, like with today's game, obviously. And then Chapman pulled the old Kenley Jansen routine, walked a couple, and then slammed the door shut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he scared me for a minute.
Yeah, same.
But then it was Volpe up, and we were good.
Volpe. Antoine Volpe. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't really have a ton else to add for this series. I'm trying to think of like any other exterior topics that like I'm like maybe forgetting here before we start looking ahead and all that bullshit.
It's just this team is just a huge nothing burger. Like you just can't really say anything. If you watch them play, you see exactly what they are. Like there's not a single game. There's not a single game you could watch of this team and you're like, oh, maybe there's something other than maybe that 17-run game against the Orioles.
I hate that they do that too. Like whenever like they score like 80 runs and then they go back to forgetting how to hold a bat. It makes you want to die.
And then what do we got? Tampa coming up?
Oh, God. And is it in the Trop, too? It probably is.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Dude. So what? I hate watching the Red Sox play the Rays, dude. I hate it. When we're good, I hate it. Like, going into the Trop, like the biggest fucking dump of a park in the history of baseball, with these awful, like, indoor, like, wiffle ball rules where, like, oh, if it hits the rafter here, it's a double.
Catwalk.
If it hits the catwalk, it's a triple. This is stupid. This is so stupid. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, the great point, boys. Like bringing up like the Yankees broadcast, like Susan on there, just roasting Volpe. Like it seems like he's forgotten, where his pitches are going. It's like I doubt he doesn't know who he's up against, like the caliber of talent. It's like, damn, dude, holy shit, that's mean. That's scathing for like an official, team announcer. They never are that mean.
Like, aren't they on the team playing with them?
Yes. Oh yeah, they're all employed by the Yankees. Like, this guy fucking sucks, dude. This guy's ass. Oh my God. Let me get the probable starters up for the Sox here. I'm so not looking forward to this. I mean, at least we're gonna get a Peyton Tolley outing. We are gonna get a Peyton Tolley outing, and that will make our lives more fun overall. That's nice. Let's see. You're looking ahead. Game 1, Connolly early taking on Ian Seymour. Earlier the 3.26 ERA. Seymour with a 5.23, 33 strikeouts. Shout out to Seymour, undefeated, 3-0. So apparently the Rays like hitting for this guy. Game 2, Peyton Tolley, who's awesome, and I love him, with a 2.28 ERA on the season and 51 strikeouts. He's 3-2. Taking on Nick Martinez, who's been great for the Rays, 5-2 with a 2.29 and 42 strikeouts. Game 3 is the Titan of the industry, TBD, taking on Drew Rasmussen, who has a 3 ERA. That's Jake Bennett for sure. That's definitely Jake Bennett. Cutter, what's going on with this series, dude? Who's winning in the Trop?
Gotta say, I'm rooting for a Rays sweep.
Gotta get Breslow out, dude.
They're tied with the Yankees right now, so
yeah,
if they can get a nice lead on them while Judge is out, wouldn't even have to worry about them winning the division.
For sure.
And Tolley will still pitch good even if they lose, because they never win a Tolley start anyway.
No, I cannot say that I'm looking forward to Peyton Tolley getting his 80th outing ruined by Greg Weissert giving up a fucking 8-run home run. I'm not looking forward to it in the slightest. Give me 1 out of 3. That's the early start, because there's no happiness for us in this universe. Look, dude, I don't think I have ever had a Red Sox team, definitely not since I've started covering the team, like by doing podcasts and then streaming, where it's just this team 90% of the time is just actively not fun to watch. Like, they just suck to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like, last year I went to 8 games, I think, at Fenway. I've already been to 2, and I think that's probably it. I have free tickets from buying Nesson 360, and I don't even want to go to that.
Yeah, throw up a thank you Red Sox Nation tweet, and it's like, I'm done. I'm not going to any more games, buddy. You can't force me. I just won't fucking do it.
Drive 2 hours to watch the team willingly.
Yeah, it's just, I can't. Like, yeah, it's like, I've said before, it's like signing up for cock and ball torture. But at least, like, people who sign up for cock and ball torture do that because it makes them come. Like, it doesn't do, like, no, it's just us with normal human functioning brains going to a cock and ball torture session and not even getting a nut off. It's brutal. It's a bad deal, bro. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I want them to win so bad, and they're not going to do it. This team sucks. This team is just ass. Like, they usually say, like, oh, wait till about Memorial Day. That's when you realize who a team is. And yeah, I really do think I understand what this team is. They're bad. They don't have the facilities to be a good baseball team as currently constructed.
And I think we saw that in Cincinnati by game 2.
Yes. They really didn't make any qualms. Yeah.
That episode on the pregame for that episode that we did after the first series, me and Mutt were talking, and I was like, I feel like I'm already in mid-September watching a sub 500 team. And yeah, it's just we're like 3 months closer now. That's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Good take. At least we have Peyton Tolley. I'll hold on to Peyton Tolley. Like he gives me just pure joy, and everything else is like, yeah. I mean, I enjoy Ranger Suarez start here and there. I enjoy a Connolly early start here and there. Their offense is so bad. I remember like during like the era of like the mid Sox where they could hit but they couldn't pitch for shit. I was always like, man, I would so much prefer a team that, you know, can't hit but at least like, you know, gets it done by, you know, out pitching the other team. And maybe I would feel that way if they could manufacture wins with that kind of stuff, but they can't. They're incapable of doing it. So like it's like no, this is torture. This is torture compared to, because at least when they're swinging the bat, it's like, oh, cool.
It's a fun product.
Yeah, like you see the runs go up, you get a dopamine hit, you know, all these runs coming in. Because even for a little bit, you think like, you know, the bullpen can hold this lead, and then they don't. But like you feel more positive emotions on average. Where I feel like most of the time watching the Boston Red Sox this year, I just kind of sit in like a half zombified state of fucking like, And like I sit in my seat a little bit while the runner on second, and then inevitably for the 12th time that game, they don't hit him in, and it's like, fuck. It's bad. Brutal. Not good. Do we have anything else we want to add before we get the fuck out of here?
Just hashtag fire Craig Breslow or lobotomize Craig Breslow.
Yeah, lobotomize Craig Breslow, fire Craig Breslow. Also, Mutt has a gun. Can never forget that. That's
R.I.P. Mutt.
R.I.P. Mutt. He's too busy out with his family, living his best life. We love Mutt. Love Mutt. Subscribe to the Mutt Stack if you haven't. Otherwise, you suck ass. You have any final thoughts, brother?
Yeah. My final thought is nothing makes me happier than nobody giving Cam Schlittler attention. Nobody cared that he was starting against the Red Sox today. They even skipped Will Warren's start to make sure he could pitch against the Red Sox, and nobody gave a fuck. And I love that, especially because he like was 5 and dive. Like he didn't even pitch good. He pitched good enough, really. But not up to his standards so far for the year.
No,
I mean he barely gave up any hits, but he had 5 strikeouts. Like
many would say that he's a Red Sox merchant, where this team just sucks ass, just turbo dick. So, like, obviously his line's going to look a bit better. But, yeah, it's not like he was impressing anybody.
He's still yet to face the Red Sox with Roman Anthony in the lineup.
How fucking depressing is that, dude? Like, I need a hero. Where's my son? I need my son, Roman Anthony, to come save me. A 54-year-old man who's starting a bar fight I can't handle. And, like, I'm just getting my ass beat. And, like, I need my son to come save me. That's the best analogy I could make for Red Sox Yankees right now. Like, please, I'm begging you. Oh my God. We're going to get out of here, man. I've been Hogdale. You can find me at Hogdale_. Find KutterIsKing at KutterIsKing. Mutt has a gun. Have yourselves a phenomenal evening. Go Sox, and good night.